Years ago, Jela had been a wealthy man living in the city. He had everything: big houses, expensive cars, and even more money than he knew what to do with. Yet, despite his riches, he felt an emptiness inside. Friends only wanted favors, and women chased him only for his wealth. He felt trapped in a world where no one cared about him, only about what he could provide. One day, after a particularly lonely night, Jela made a decision. He sold most of his properties, left his city life behind, and moved to a small, poor village where no one knew him. He wanted to start fresh, away from the shadows of his past. There, he dressed in old, tattered clothes, rented a tiny house, and told no one of his previous life. At first, life was tough. People didn't trust him. He looked like a beggar, and they treated him like one. Some villagers whispered about him, thinking he might be a thief or a fraud. But Jela didn't mind. He started doing small jobs, helping in the fields, fixing broken fences, and carrying water. He learned to work hard and appreciate the little things in life, like the warm sun on his back and the sound of laughter from children playing. Slowly, the villagers began to notice him. They saw that he was kind, hardworking, and never asked for much in return. He always helped without expecting anything back. Jela would spend hours chatting with the elderly, helping children with their homework, and even sharing food with those who had less. His genuine nature began to melt their skepticism. One rainy afternoon, while he was at the local market helping a vendor set up her stall, he met Lola, a woman known for her honesty and straightforwardness. She was fiercely independent and worked hard to provide for her younger siblings. Unlike others, she didn't care about fancy clothes or money. When she spoke, Jela felt an instant connection. They started talking regularly, sharing stories as Jela helped her carry heavy baskets or fix her market stall. As weeks turned into months, Jela and Lola's friendship blossomed. They laughed together over shared meals, helped each other with their daily chores, and even dreamed together about a better future. Jela admired Lola's strength and determination. He loved how she always stood up for what was right, never afraid to speak her mind. She made him feel alive again. Jela watched as Lola worked hard every day, not for money but for her younger siblings. She would wake up before dawn to cook, then head to the market to sell her goods, only to return home to help her siblings with their studies. Jela often joined her, lending a hand or just keeping her company. The more time they spent together, the deeper Jela fell for her. One evening, as they sat under a big baobab tree, Jela felt a warmth in his heart. The sun was setting, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, and he realized that he had found something he had been searching for all along: true companionship. "Lola," he said, looking into her eyes,
"You make me feel happy, something I haven't felt in a long time. I need to tell you something."
Lola looked at him with curiosity.
"What is it, Jela?"
Jela took a deep breath.
"I'm not who you think I am. I wasn't always poor. I had everything: money, cars, houses, but none of it made me happy. I came here because I wanted to find real love, real friends. People who cared about me, not my money."
Lola was quiet for a moment, taking it all in. Her expression was a mix of surprise and understanding. Finally, she smiled softly and said,
"It doesn't matter where you came from, Jela. What matters is who you are now."
In that moment, Jela knew he had found what he was searching for all along. He didn't need to hide anymore. He had found someone who loved him for who he truly was. As they grew closer, Jela began to share more of his past with Lola, but he also wanted to show her the man he had become. He volunteered at the village school, helping the children learn to read and write. He used his knowledge and skills to fix roads and build homes for those in need. The villagers began to see him as a true friend and neighbor. Jela also learned from Lola. She taught him the value of hard work and community. He admired how she cared for her siblings, always putting their needs before her own. Together, they became a team tackling challenges and dreaming of a brighter future. One day, while they were sitting by the river, Jela took Lola's hand and said,
I want to spend my life with you. I want to build a home, not just a house, a place filled with love and laughter. Will you marry me?
Lola's eyes sparkled with joy.
Yes, Jela. I would love that.
They embraced, feeling the warmth of love wash over them. As Jela and Lola began planning their life together, Jela also felt a strong desire to give back to the village that had embraced him. With the money he had saved from his past, he decided to invest in the community. He worked with the villagers to build a new school and a well for clean water. The villagers were surprised to learn that the quiet man they once thought was poor was actually generous and kind-hearted. Jela's transformation inspired others. He encouraged his neighbors to work together, teaching them how to plant better crops and build stronger homes. He didn't want to be seen as just a rich man, he wanted to be a part of the community. Years passed, and Jela and Lola grew old together. They had children, and their home became a place of joy and laughter. Jela would often tell his children stories of how he came to the village, reminding them that true wealth comes from love, friendship, and kindness, not money. Jela never forgot the lessons he learned from his time in the city. He knew that wealth could be fleeting, but the bonds formed through love and trust were lasting. The village thrived, and Jela felt fulfilled, knowing he had found his place in the world, surrounded by those who truly cared for him. In the end, Jela realized that sometimes, to find what you truly seek, you must be willing to lose everything. And in his case, it was the best decision he ever made.